96.3 FM, The Source.
Wait, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. What did Sinatra say? Chicago is my kind of town?
Yep.
It's my kind of town. Maya L. is born and raised in Chicago. I think she's in Chicago right now, right? She was raised in Chicago by a political activist father, it says here, witnessed racial profiling from police firsthand in the lives of her brothers and her sons. She felt it was time to speak out and has done so in her riveting debut novel, The Book of Angels, Twin Flames Rising. It's described as an erotic thriller with political elements. I could do without the political. Just give me the erotic part. Maya L., good morning, Maya. What an honor to have you on our show. Thank you for calling in to be with us.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. It's such an honor for me to be on your program.
Oh, thank you. Where are you? Are you in Chicago? I took a guess at that.
I'm not right now. Right now I am in rural Kentucky where it is very, very cold.
Well, you should come down to Florida. It's beautiful here.
Just rub it in, why don't you? I'm looking at snow flurries this week.
Well, let me ask you this. What is the bigger word here, erotic or political?
Probably political. The book is erotic, does have some erotic elements in it, but it's not quite like 50 Shades of Grey, although 50 Shades of Grey was a good book. It's got eroticism in it because it's pertinent to the novel.
And that's always the way. That's always best when it's that way.
Yeah.
So tell me about the racist experiences that are referenced in the publicity material.
Well, let me tell you just a little bit about the book real quick, if you don't mind.
No, of course not. No.
Okay, the book of Angels, Twin Flames Rising, is the story of a young woman, such as myself, but not myself. Her name is Natalie Parker, and she lives in the inner city of Chicago. She is married to an abusive minister who is the lead pastor of the largest Black Baptist church in Chicago. And the nation has just elected a new president whose campaign slogan was, "Let's make America a safe place to live again." And I believe that, his reason for that was there have been riots in big cities across the nation due to violence in Chicago and other cities. So he had instituted martial law with curfews that were taking place in Chicago and some of the other cities across the nation. From the outside, it appears that Natalie has it all: a beautiful house, a powerful husband. But, of course, things are not always like they seem. Natalie's husband, whose name is Reverend Carson Parker, isn't who he seems to be. He meets and has an affair with the head marketer for Planned Parenthood, whose aim is to put a clinic near the church in Chicago. Now, Natalie studied Planned Parenthood in college and was knowledgeable and aware of the eugenics platform of its founder, Margaret Sanger, to eliminate some of the unfit races that she believed were a burden to our society.
Mm-hmm.
So when Natalie, when she finds out that her husband has been chosen by Planned Parenthood to encourage his followers to accept the new clinic, she begins to see that he's got problems and that he is willing to sell out his community to the highest bidder.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So, but Natalie is unaware how evil Carson really is. To complicate matters, Natalie meets and connects with what's called her twin flame. Her twin flame is a New Age concept of a one-souled being that splits into into a masculine partner and a feminine partner prior to incarnating on the earth plane of existence. I know that sounds complicated, but it's very simple. Twin flames were chosen by God to assist planet Earth during some difficult, turbulent times, which are kind of what we're going through right now, which will have been predicted to occur during the transitional period between the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius.
Is that really a prediction, or is that part of the story?
Yeah, that's really, it's part of the story, but it really is a prediction. The twin flames were predicted. They weren't called twin flames, but they are actually the 144,000 souls that were prophesied in the Bible and other religious texts. So, and there are twin flames that actually are having that connection right now as we speak. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the twin flame connection. It's a very, very intense connection, more so than soulmates, but the connection begins with the pair often having erotic dreams and sexual experiences prior to them even meeting each other. So they know of the existence of each other, but they're not really sure what's going on. The purpose of the twin flame connection is not to have a traditional relationship. Each set of twin flames has a purpose or a mission. And in Natalie and her twin flames case, it's to save their community and the city of Chicago and the nation. So it's twin flames rising does have a lot of erotic in it. It is an erotic thriller, and it's my first novel.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think that people will really enjoy it.
You're getting really good reviews on Amazon, and I'm looking at it right now. So it just came out a few months ago.
Yes. Yeah, it came out September 11th.
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
And you write the novel in the first person.
Yes, I write it in
Natalie's.
the first person. Yes, through Natalie. And I kind of think of Natalie as just every black woman that's in Chicago dealing with violence and a lot of other social issues. I've got to tell you, my agenda, and I do have an agenda, is for black economic and social empowerment. And I believe that we attain those things through personal accountability and responsibility. I've got a real problem with Planned Parenthood. I always have. That's not to say that I am, pro-life or pro-choice. I mean, I do believe that a woman should be able to choose ultimately whether or not she has an abortion. But the problem that I have is the how do I say it? The founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, was a known eugenicist.
I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah. She is a known eugenicist, and she propagated the extermination of what she called the unfit races,
really?
Negro, the poor, and others that she felt were a burden on society. And it's funny that these days, I would say probably most abortion clinics, most Planned Parenthoods are in black communities.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I think your book is going to be entertaining and eye-opening. It sounds like to me. Thank you for being on the show with us, Maya L. The Book of Angels, Twin Flames Rising is the title of the book. Do you have a website you want to direct us to?
I do have a website, but I also work a full-time job. I am a registered nurse, so I don't really have time yet to really put things on it.
Okay.
The website is the Book of Angels. They can also get me on Facebook and on Instagram as well. And the book is available on Amazon and Kindle, The Book of Angels, Twin Flames Rising.
Which is where I found it as well, Maya. Thank you for being on the show with us. That is a fascinating story and a real eye-opener as far as some of the political things that you outlined in your narrative there. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck with everything, and come back when you have another book.
Okay, will do.
We'll be right back.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't happen if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what happens?